Yo, what's good, Kazi family, man? Welcome back to the stew. Now, today we're going to be talking about which album between Lil Uzi Vert's new Pink Tape versus Whole Lotta Red had the more, not going to say inspiration-wise, because Pink Tape did just come out, like, I think a week ago. So I'm going to give it a little time for that. But we're just going to be talking about music-wise, which album was better. Now, both albums incorporate both rock and punk energy into them. I'll say Uzi really incorporated a little bit more into it, but we're just going to be going over which ones were better receptive by the fans and also just which ones I personally think are better. Now, Pink Tape definitely had some hits on it. Like, I can definitely see some of these songs going crazy at concerts. You could already see, like, I think Uzi performed at either Rolling Loud or Wireless, which one of those new, like, festivals that just went on. But yeah, man, you can see like that Pink Tape is really gonna be more of a concert type of album, similar to Whole Lotta Red. But I don't know if it's gonna have the same effect as Whole Lotta Red did on the underground and just music in general. Now, Pink Tape really did bring out a whole new vibe. Instead of just like going back to the old sound like fans wanted, he more incorporated into his new, well, I wouldn't say his new sound, but like something he was working on recently, and made it a little bit more like exceptional for the fans that's been with him for a long time, but also wanted to hear some new stuff. Now, you could tell by like just album sales alone, like Pink Tape is doing good. I'm not sure how it compares against Whole Lotta Red, but I'm pretty sure they're like around like either in the same, probably Pink Tape a little bit more, but Cardi's sales really don't really determine that much, as like at first Cardi's albums really do good, like they do decent, they get a decent amount of plays, but it doesn't really get to the point where people love the album until like a little bit after, like a couple weeks to a month after. But also you just gotta think, like, if it sells a little bit more, it should say something, like, you know. But it just always kind of been like that. Like Uzi always kind of had the more mainstream appeal to him, so it's not really that surprising. But also we just got to take that into account, man. Now, music wise, both albums they do carry that type of punk energy, that psyched out wave, the just hype, this will go good at a concert type of energy, or just play it in a car. These are really like bass dominated songs, if that makes sense. Like it would be very much enjoyable if you could really hear it to the full extent, instead of just like, you know, playing it in your headphones or just playing it on a speaker. Like, it would really be more like, it'd just be easier to compare throughout concerts. And since, like I said, Pink Tape just dropped, we got to give it a little time to digest, let fans like go through it, like, you know, and like determine if they still fuck with it after a while. But like, so far it seems like it's still doing good. Like, it's still a whole bunch of songs on Pink Tape that's getting tossed around on TikTok, and you know that's always a good look. But yeah, man, I just think like, I say like Pink Tape right now, like, it's a good album, but I don't know if I can say it's better than Whole Lotta Red just yet, because it also, you gotta think like, also Whole Lotta Red had its own style and sound that Cardi just came up with. Like, he really didn't go back to, well, besides some songs, I guess you can compare them like that. Like, both albums have like songs that long-term fans really wanted. Both have leaks that been well, not even leaks, but just unreleased snippets or whatever that really was popular in both their respective fan bases. But we gotta think which album would be the best. Now, even though, like I said, it's only been out for a week, we gotta still like think, like, music wise, I say like Pink Tape is really high quality. There are some songs on there that I just can't like the CS, well, I think that's what it's called, I don't know, but like, yeah, that song, like, and a couple others, you just can't really vibe with that much. Like, it may not just be your taste, or just it wasn't for you. But I gotta say, Whole Lotta Red, throughout the whole album, you like, if you mess with Cardi and you fuck with that whole sound and all, like, you're gonna like it, like, full through. Like, the whole album, I could say like, I could say like Cardi kind of went 24 for 24 on Whole Lotta Red, to be honest. Like, it wasn't really no misses on the album. Like, I wouldn't say no bad songs or songs I would have to skip, but like Pink Tape does have a couple, but also Pink Tape, the good songs on there, just like you could repeat them over and over again and it still sound good. But you could also say the same about Whole Lotta Red. So it's really a complicated comparison, to be honest. But honestly, to be completely fair, I'm gonna have to say Whole Lotta Red for this one, me personally. Now you guys drop your opinions in the comments if you think differently, but yeah, I just think Whole Lotta Red just in general just was the better album because of its influence on the underground and just music in general, and also just the sound. Like, it just came out of nowhere. Nobody expected Cardi to drop something like this, and it's just crazy because like, just like, it was a long awaited album that everybody wanted. You could say the same about Pink Tape, but it was really like announced like, I think 2021, so not that far apart. But it just seems like Whole Lotta Red really just stood the test of time and still went crazy, you know. And that's kind of, it's just an accomplishment on its own, because like, imagine like just waiting, like, not even imagine, just think like you waited 3 years to drop an album and it still does good. Like, no wonder the dude's a narcissist, you feel me? Like, it's just crazy how much his fans appreciate him. And even though like a lot of older fans kind of didn't mess with it, it brought him a whole new crowd, a whole new wave, and now they're kind of taking over the music industry as a whole, to be honest. Like, I don't think, like, it's getting to a point where I don't think mainstream artists or labels can really compete that much with Opium right now, because they're just so popular in the new wave. Like, the young teens, the young preteens, all the kids, like, they just mess with this type of, I don't even know, sound, wave, aesthetic, whatever you want to say, man. Like, it's just going up, and I would never thought it would have went as far as it did. Like, it's crazy to think Whole Lotta Red really led to this whole Opium wave where people like Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, even Homicide Gang can really come up and really do what they got to do with the music. And it's really inspiring, to be honest. Now Pink Tape, like, it's a good album, but I don't think I could really say that much besides that. Like, you know, like I said, you got to give it a little time to see if people really try to replicate it or just carry on the wave like Whole Lotta Red. But it's not really seeming like that. It just seems like Uzi is really one of those artists that you listen to, like, you think it's cool, you might look up a type beat even if you're an artist, but like, I don't think this is a sound that's really going to get replicated as much as the whole filthy type beats and just Whole Lotta Red wave did. It's just crazy to think, man, and it's hard to compare the two, but overall I just got to give it to Whole Lotta Red for this one, man. Just because of its influence and how long it's been since it's dropped, and it's still relevant, still being talked about, still being shared, still being appreciated. Like, Cardi has not dropped an album in 3 years and still performing the same songs, and concerts are still going crazy. So I don't see this wave ending anytime soon. Probably in the next year it'll get tiresome, but he did promise new music, so we'll just have to wait and see. Plus, he showed a new snippet at one of his concerts.
Music.
It's kind of sound crazy, kind of sound like some Whole Lotta Red stuff, but I'm not sure if the whole album is gonna be like that. Feel like he just played that one song just because it just went along with the rest of the music he was playing. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about this one, man. Love y'all niggas, man. Love the support we've been getting on these videos. If you're not already, join the Discord server to really be part of the family, really be interactive. That's what I'm really trying to do with y'all. I'm really trying to be more interactive with the base and just really get the community involved in the videos rather than just me talking at you guys about fucking Cardi and music and just shit. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video. Love y'all niggas. Stay smooth out there. Remember, family forever, man. Peace.
I can't see my card, get it. Whip, flocker, bar, switch, lane, bin, rod, look, name, count, no, big, guap.